This is a great time to buy Ripple's XRP coin. The end date of the Ripple VSSC hearing has been leaked online, which is good news for bulls. In just a few days, Ripple should win the court case, so we can't miss this at all. Crypto experts are shocked and think XRP will go up a lot. Some even think it could reach $1,116.00. That's pretty cool, right? Let's take it one step at a time. This movie will amaze you. Let's not talk to Benny first. The XRP community is on edge as new rumors spread about a possible end to the long-running legal disagreement between Ripple Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Dear Remy, a crypto expert just wrote on X that June 13th could bring big news. This has given people new hope, says Relief. A reliable source said that Ripple, the SEC, and Judge Annalisa Torres have reached a deal. There has been no official proof of the rumor, but it has caused a lot of excitement in the world of digital assets, especially since Relief Source has been so right about important events in the past. The idea that Ripple got better terms in the possible deal makes this guess even more interesting. This has made people more hopeful. It's made it sound like even a small buy now could pay off big. If the price of XRP goes above its all-time high of almost $40.00, this may make people who own XRP want to buy more of the token before the expected news comes out. Trades are now very alert to the market in case this news comes through. So true, that could cause a rise. Steph, a crypto educator, wrote that the SEC got rid of a 3-part test for coins, which gave people even more hope. It's now clear that this is good for crypto and XRP. This line makes it sound like the SEC might change its mind about how to classify tokens, especially about how it uses the Howey test to decide such things are stocks. If the SEC really does move away from that strict framework, it could be a big change for Ripple and the crypto business as a whole. Getting rid of that legal uncertainty could make it easier for more institutions to adopt, which puts the XRP Ripple coin in the lead. Since Ripple went through the legal process in December 2020, it has had a big impact on how crypto law is talked about in the US over the years. The case has come to represent the larger battle between new ideas and old rules. In July 2023, Judge Torres said that XRP is not a security when it is sold to regular people on public exchanges. This was a big win for Ripple and brought the coin back to life in the market, but the case was still not over. It looks like the end is near. People in the crypto world are getting ready for what could be one of the biggest stories in the history of digital assets this year. However, neither Ripple nor the courts have said anything public yet. Investors aren't just watching, they're also getting ready. Some people are buying XRP in hopes of riding the wave that might come after a good news story. It's possible that this agreement will lead to a long-awaited resolution on June 13th. Some people are cautiously optimistic because they remember how volatile the asset has been in the past. If it does, it could unlock XRP's full potential and set a strong standard for how digital assets are controlled in the US. Ripple would also be able to make the case that it has always tried to work within the law, which is something the US hasn't had until now. One thing is for sure, XRP is once again in the news and the stakes have never been higher. But wait. Things are about to get really interesting. People who work in the crypto world are already making big guesses about where XRP could go next. Some say it could be the best ever, while others say we're almost at the end of an establishment rush. Trust me, what's coming next is not ready for you. It all began with a simple tweet from David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO. It looked like a normal post until people who owned XRP looked closely and saw that the prizes were $1.00, 45.80, and a possible $1,000. $116.00 payment. That was all it took for the XRP community to go crazy with different ideas. One user wrote, confirmed $11,160.00 XRP, which led to a lot of excitement and guesswork. Some people laughed and said Schwartz could post a picture of his dog and people would still find a secret message. They're not wrong. Another one of Schwartz's mysterious tweets that caused a stir. He is known for leaving XRP users with questions, puzzles, and vague words that are meant to make them think. This post, whether it was meant to be funny or to give someone a push, shows how ready the market is for any signal that it sees. At that moment, people all over X are very angry. XRP G, a bold dragon, tweeted that XRP would make a lot of people lose their jobs. Short and sweet, Def tweeted that XRP was about to go crazy. This tweet from Ripple Queen might have been the most shocking of all. It said that XRP would hit $8,033.00 before the end of 2025. It's not a mistake. $8,000 for each XRP. Now that's clear, let's be honest, that some of these numbers are too high or come from a single tweet with a mistake. The price of XRP was set at $24.70 because of a big M. In a different post, XRP Avengers said they were sure the price of XRP would reach $490.00 by June 7th. Keep notes on how the price of crypto changes and over the top guesses happen a lot. Nothing can be said about the belief and sometimes passion that's behind these claims, though. This is more than just talk, it's an idea. And trust is strong when it comes from a group that has been trying for years. Since 2020, people who own XRP have had to deal with lawsuits, changed listings, fear, doubt, and constant regulatory uncertainty. People never sold, but they were ready for an answer to make the rules clear. Now that the long-awaited news about Ripple's case against the SEC could come out on June 13th, things are really heating up. Yes, some of the claims are crazy and others are just guesses, but they stand for something much more solid. Trust in XRP's long-term value and trust that XRP will be able to run freely once the legal issues are over, both in terms of technology and institution. It's clear to everyone who reads tweets and charts that you can't just hold XRP. There is a trend that drives it. A lot of passion is behind XRP, even if it only goes up from initially, it was worth $80.00, and as June 13th draws near, everyone is looking at Ripple and the jackpot they're hoping for. Didn't you know this was going to happen? Well, buckle up, because while everyone has been looking at price charts and stories, Ripple has been quietly taking over and building strong ties around the world. Don't think that XRP is just trendy. It's actually building a foundation to take over the financial world in the next section. Don't miss this chance to change the game. The story about XRP is always changing because Ripple is making quiet but powerful moves around the world. Germany was the most recent big event. While most people are focused on price speculation or following the hype behind the scenes, Ripple has been working to integrate its technology deep into the world's standard banking system. The most recent change is a strategic partnership with DZ Bank, which is Germany's second largest bank and is in charge of more than 350 billion euros in assets. Thanks to DZ Bank, Ripple's institutional custody system is now up and running. Waves Tech is no longer just a pilot project or a test in the lab.